Brett Kavanaugh will hear his first arguments this morning as the newest Supreme Court justice. He promised to be impartial at last night's ceremonial swearing in at the White House. This follows Kavanaugh's all-out confirmation battle that led one retired justice to say he didn't belong on the high court. Jan Crawford is outside the Supreme Court. Jan, good morning.
Well, good morning. So Justice Kavanaugh is going to hear arguments this morning in two relatively technical criminal cases in what's already a quiet term so far, unlike that confirmation process, which, to say the least, was a political firestorm.
The Senate confirmation process was contentious and emotional. That process is over. My focus now is to be the best justice I can be.
Addressing the public and the 8 justices he will soon join, Justice Brett Kavanaugh promised to treat everyone with fairness.
I was not appointed to serve one party or one interest, but to serve one nation.
It was a sharp contrast to last month's hearing when he turned his focus to Democrats while rejecting accusations of sexual assault.
This whole 2-week effort has been a calculated and orchestrated political hit.
Before watching his second Supreme Court justice being sworn in, President Trump claimed the confirmation process proved Kavanaugh was innocent of the allegations. But a last-minute FBI inquiry approved by the White House and Republicans on the Senate Judiciary Committee did not conclude Kavanaugh's innocence or guilt.
On behalf of our nation, I want to apologize to Brett and the entire Kavanaugh family for the terrible pain and suffering you have been forced to endure.
Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, also in the audience, said earlier in the day that Kavanaugh's confirmation united the Republican base ahead of the midterm elections.
What I think this has done for us is provide the kind of adrenaline shot that we had not been able to figure out how to achieve in any other way.
Now, Justice Kavanaugh is also making good on a pledge he made back in the beginning of this whole process. All 4 of his law clerks are women. That is a first for the Supreme Court. And listen to this, 4 of the other female clerks who are working here this term for other justices had clerked for Justice Kavanaugh when he was on the Federal Appeals Court. John?
He's making history already. Jan, the quiet term isn't going to stay quiet long. It's now got a conservative lean. When do we think we'll see the impact of Kavanaugh on this court?
Well, John, as you know, Justice Kennedy was a conservative, but he sided with liberals on some of those social issue cases, and those normally don't come out until the very end of the term in June, so it might be a while. And we don't know really what's going to happen. They say a new justice will make a new court, so justices can rethink their ideological alliances and their positions. Who knows? I mean, the Chief Justice, some are speculating, could now become the next swing vote.
All right, Jan, reporting live from the Supreme Court. Thank you. And he said last night that his daughters were getting the day off from school so they could be there for the first day. I thought that was nice.
It's been hard on them.
Nice as family. It's been hard on everybody.
Yes.
Thank you again, Jan.